Have you seen all the ghost hunter shows? Years and years, celebrity ghost hunter, all around the world, thousands and thousands of hours of footage. They've never seen a fucking ghost. It's all like, oh, what was that? Was it that I was just the... No, not the... Oh, did you hear that? Was it just that? Was it you? Oh, no, no. Imagine if wildlife programmes were like that. Imagine watching David Attenborough all these years, and everybody goes, here, on Kilimanjaro, we see the... Oh, no, it's not. And by the banks of the Limpopo, the elusive... Oh, it's not... You'd stop watching the... The pedo hunter shows, on the other hand, there's usually a company in the crew just in case, you know what I mean? Particularly if it's a BBC production. Oh, shut up. That's the thing, though, with heroin. You know, try anything once, kids, sure. But know this, right? No. You think, I'll try heroin. I'll just try one. Give me one heroin, OK? Just have one. Oh, what's it like? Oh, it's fucking lovely. I want more. I can't just tap. It's like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. Believe it or not, I've never been a heroin addict. No round of applause for that. See? No round of applause for never having been a heroin addict. If I'd come out here and go, yeah, I used to be a heroin addict. I used to mug people and shit myself in doorways. Exactly. Oh, yeah. He hasn't done those things for a while. He hasn't done those things that we never did in the first place. Why are you applauding someone for suddenly acting like a normal member of society? It's like, I've lost a bit of weight. I've lost about 20 pounds. Exactly. What? No. You're basically applauding me for only eating as much as I need now. I should have always been doing that. I got fat because I was a greedy, lazy bastard. They come to me now and they go, oh, well done, you look great. But they weren't telling me I looked terrible. They're basically saying I look terrible. I needed waiters to come over and go, fuck off, you've had enough. I fell back in love with stand-up on my last tour, Humanity. I played arenas around the world. Netflix bought it for a record amount. It was the most watched special of the year. I thought, everyone loves me now. Everyone loves me now. Then I got this tweet. Real tweet. Call yourself a comedian? He knows I do. Literally says the word in my Twitter bio. Call yourself a comedian? You're about as funny as... Now, I thought he was going to go for the jugular and say Miranda, or... Come on. Come on, guys. Don't... I'm joking. Right. Call yourself a comedian. You're about as funny as a fart at a baby's funeral. He was trying to hurt my feelings. But his big mistake was choosing something that would be fucking hilarious. As if that would... A fart at a baby's funeral. Big echoey church. Everyone just silently sobbing like that. Tiny little coffin. Tiny little coffin. And someone farts, you'd laugh. Even if it was your baby. You know, no. If you're at the funeral, it's been dead a week, do you know what I mean? You're probably up for a giggle. Particularly if you're the father. If you're the mother, you probably still find it hard seeing the funny side of things. No, you don't have children. I say, no. I say, why don't you have children? Which is a really odd question to ask someone, why don't you have children? As opposed to asking people, why do you have children, right? People say, oh, it's selfish to not have children. How can it be selfish to not bring a life into the world that doesn't exist on any level? It's not as a long sort of cabinet full of potential ghost fetuses going, we want to be born, right? But I've thought about it, and there's 3 reasons I don't have children, OK? 3 main reasons I don't have children, and I'll share them with you. OK, here they go. 3 reasons, right? 1, there's millions. The world's overpopulated. No one's sitting around going, oh, Rick's not having kids, we're going to run out. 2, kids are scroungers, aren't they? I mean, from day one, it's all me, isn't it? Feed me, clothe me, pay for my chemotherapy. No, not my problem, son. Luck of the draw, boy, luck of the draw. It's like a little holiday flying to the States, right? I could do without the safety video. That's always a bit of a downer, right? And totally pointless. If you go into the side of a mountain at 500 miles an hour, the brace position does fuck all. Imagine if that worked, right? You're going down, right? The flames smash, you go, I'll try it, right? You do that, ball of flames, you wake up, everyone's dead, except you go, fucking hell, that's amazing. That is... And if we're watching telly, me and Jane, if it gets in our lap, we think, oh, that's such a privilege, we don't move. Even if we need a wee, we don't want to disturb it. The other one gets the drinks all night, you know, oh, like... And people say to me, you spoil that cat. I go, yeah, I do. It's a cat. It's not a person. What's the worst that can happen if you spoil a cat? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't grow up to be fucking Boris Johnson. It is... No, I don't get political. Although he is out of his depth. I mean, he started off by saying women in burqas look like post boxes. Now, it's not up to Boris Johnson what a Muslim woman wears on her face. It's up to her husband. Not my rules. Not my rules. This won't be in the special.
If I ever get cancer myself, I'm going to go into the nearest hospital and go, right, I paid for that machine. Get that little bald fucker off it. Talking of little bald fuckers, I did the teenage cancer gig. What? And I was doing the gig last year, and I looked down and I recognised one of them. I thought, oh yeah, he came backstage 2 years ago. He was telling me about his illness and he said he was 18. And that was 2 years ago, so now he must be 20. So why the fuck is he still a teenager? Lying little shit. He wasn't lying about the cancer, he was riddled with it. It hurt him to laugh, but he shouldn't. And I was doing the gig, and he was laughing along, and I was thinking, yeah, you laugh it up, mate. I was fuming. And it got too much for me, I'm human. So I went, all right, mate, I recognise you. I went, came backstage 2 years ago. I went, yeah. He said, you're 18 then? He went, yeah, so you're 20 now? He went, yeah. I said, get out. I called the security. He struggled, but he was weak. They'd worked out. You could, although they had trouble getting hold of him to start with, and his drip nearly had someone's eye out. The crowd started booing. I went, hear that? They don't want to see someone like you take the piss out of me. People quiz me on Twitter when they find out I'm an atheist. They go, what, you don't believe in God at all? I go, no. Do you pray? I go, no. They go, why don't you pray just in case there's a God? And I say, why do you put garlic over your door just in case there's a Dracula? Right? And I've got no problem with praying, you know. I know loads of nice Christians and Muslims and Jews, and if one of my family is very ill, they always say, oh, I'll pray for them. And I always say, oh, thanks very much, because it's a nice gesture. If they said, oh, we also cancelled the chemotherapy, I go, don't do that, don't do that. Pray, fill your boots, son, but let's do the praying and the chemotherapy, shall we? Because that's the same result as just the chemotherapy. So let's definitely keep that one, shall we? The other thing is this ridiculous thing of, oh, let's ask the average person what they think. Let's stop asking the average person what they... Do you know how fucking stupid the average person is? We still sell bottles of bleach with big labels on that say, do not drink, right? Let's take those labels off, right? For 2 years, and then have a referendum. I've got a thing about changing rooms, public changing rooms. I always have I know, I'll tell you why. I don't know if it's the same in ladies' changing rooms, but men are so proud of their offal, right? If I'm in a public place, I have a shower, right, 1 minute, towel, corner, pants on, right?
Yo, let's talk about a real issue at hand. Trash piling up, it's time to take the stand. From plastic bottles to styrofoam cups, our planet's drowning, it's time to wake up. Garbage trucks roll, streets lined with waste, but where does it go? It's not a race to the landfill, a mountain of despair. But we can change course, show that we care. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Single-use plastics, they gotta go. From straws to bags, it's time to say no. Bring your own cup, your own tote bag. Small steps add up, let's not lag. Sorting all waste is not that tough. Recycling centers, that's where it's rough. Separate paper, glass and cans. Give them a new life, that's the plan. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. But it's not just about the stuff we toss. It's about the mindset, there's no loss. Composting food waste, it's a win. Turning scraps to soil, let's begin. Educate the masses, from young to old. The future's at stake, let the story unfold. For the sake of our planet, our home sweet home. Let's clean up our acts, together we roam. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand.
There's blokes walking around naked before the shower, talking to each other like that, after the shower. There was one bloke in the shower way too long, right? It was ages, right? And he got out, no towel, just dripping wet, just went up to the mirror and started doing his hair first. I was in there with there was just me and this really fat bloke once in the change room. I was getting changed, and he was there, and he was really big, like 350 pounds, right? And he was naked on one of those precision scales. And he was there for fucking ages, and I was looking at that, he was like that for ages. I wanted to run over and go, mate, you're never going to be an astronaut, right? It doesn't need to be this accurate. Just pop some pants on and take a fucking gram off.